Hi. Good morning and welcome back. Note that, we've but one more week to break, after which things go a little fast as patterns are identified in rhetoric. At Burke Mountain Optional University Soft #calculations for tomorrow, tools in mathematics 6 in the 6th session we cover using shape to represent geography. Won't you come along with us?
F. Chapter 6, Zeta, 6. Using shapes to represent geography. From discussing geometry in Chapter 5 we know the root word geo alludes to Gaea, earth, where its suffix graphy renders the study of graphing the earth. As man is but a soul hosted by clay earth, he is as well geographically studied. Using shapes in representing geography we know kids' drawings of mountains behind houses, trees, stick figures of moms, dads, siblings, and the sun might not be proportional or to scale, but the best they could do at the time. Recognizing shapes, we know mountains aren't triangles nor the sun a circle, but approaching perfection they are triangular and circular. From one location we try like a child's drawing to two-dimensionally document the world around us, which is cartography, a tool used in geography. Whereas above so below we recognize above ourselves in relation to others' locations, proximity to landmarks, and our alignment with heavenly bodies. Below, we chart the earth two-dimensionally cartographically and study it geographically, where with accuracy is better to scale and proportion than not. We've only seen the earth from charts and have only heard the earth was round from secondary sources, where speaking of topography, mountains, skyscrapers, and those Senate as heads of government are on the same accord. From the natural world in our built environments, studying geography has a human aspect which includes the how manys and whys when man occupies space that he does. In the gold rush to California of 1849, Western expansion was geographically studied as demographics changed. Existing in space, place, time, and scale, geography is divided into physical, human, and technical studies qualitatively and quantitatively.
Existing in space, place, time, and scale, geography is studied physically, qualitatively, and quantitatively. Physical geography I prefer to consider as natural geography, as I'd rather call human geography man-made or artificial geography, but that's just me. Physical geography is Earth studied on graphs, where large mountains, long rivers, the Grand Canyon, the Great Lakes, and other features of our natural world may be consumed best and digested, not a maps drafting. Studying the flow of the Mississippi River from cartographer's graph, we can predict from previous maps cross-referenced with those later erosion and embayment call for a need of embankments. That is only because people live and have built things in that area now threatened by the flow of the river. Few rivers run straight, and even less mountains are equilateral, where though man being the measure of all things, he defaults to cardinal directions and perpendicular elevations that nature doesn't provide. Sticks are approximately straight as mountains are rectangular and the sun spherical. Studying not just the physical makeup of our world, geographers theorize on how the world has changed and essentially how they have come to be. The geography of the moon, Mars, or other heavenly bodies would be inaccurate, as geo is site-specific to our world. Knowing names of places on maps is not geography, while analyzing cause and effect rational argument for or against why things are is. Physical geography includes meteorology, climatology, hydrography, ecology, glaciology, oceanography, and biogeography. Studying graphs of Mars wouldn't be geography, though more so areography.
Human, artificial, or man-made geography is studied where qualitative and quantitative information describes objects in spaces, places, times, and scales where architecture meets or exceeds movements of man. Included in human geography are economic, cultural, historical, political, religious, demographic, cognitive, social, transportation, urban, and touring geography. Considering human geography, we must, as we had the Mississippi River's erosion and embankments, where movement of man is not always programmed in a location's built environment. Fire marshals not only prevent physical fires, but above capacity humans in buildings create friction where sooner or later, either because bathrooms are occupied or someone's foot is stepped on, tempers seem to, like fires, flare, sparking to flames. As floods of people add wear and tear to our built environments, erosion occurs, but when man can't be contained inside, outside embankments in men's minds remember times when cities couldn't accommodate. Instead of praising order in established government, parties naturally form outside, perhaps, not necessarily contrary or adverse, but more so alternate, being comfortable outside. It not illegal, I don't guess, but as the law of man and nature come in conflict, we must side with man or wither in weather.
Between physical and human geography, technical geography considers techniques of further analyzing space, place, time, and scale of human thought of the world. Technically, as man is but earth infused with the soul, his development of techniques, tools, and methods of analyzing data collected to better understand our special environments is geological. Geo, earth, and logical, rational, observations and solutions lead man to see erosion and embankment on the Mississippi River and determine where and to what extent nature should be controlled, and it might be, if necessary, at all. The divide between physical and human geography is in the present, current, now, and future, in that politically logic moves men democratically. Technical geography covers geological questions, explanations, and solutions to improve the world we inhabit. Cordwainers think everyone could use a new pair of shoes and the world would be a better place, as preachers do prayer. Seeing humanity as animate clay moving about the earth, larger than dust and sand, yet smaller than mountains and shorter than most trees, man separates himself from nature most efficiently. As tectonic plates collide forming mountains, so too does man reason logically and technically geographically. There are many categories of technical geography where a few are geodesign, time geography, spatial analysis, geoinformatics, cartographic visualization, geodesy, statistical geography, quantitative geography and its information science.
In space, place, time, and scale, man exists as part of geography. Divided into physical, human, and technical studies branches, we see the world separate from built environments and both stationary and other man manipulates.
That's all the information we have for you this time. After next session we go on leave for break only before completing midterm exams, turning in midterm papers and submit a rough draft of first final assumed from topics on outline in table of contents of chapters 8 through 14. Next session we cover achieving an understanding in algebra. We hope to see you there. Thank you for your time and consideration.